Okay, so for this one, we're talking about fractions. This is going to be the next big unit we go into. For context, we're going to do two videos on this one. One is what is a fraction. The second one's going to be multiplying fractions. After that's going to be dividing. The reason I'm doing it in that order because I've always thought the multiplication division of fractions was super easy. Adding and subtracting is really hard. Normally in math we go first addition, then subtraction, then multiplication, then division. In this case, I really think multiplication and division are just easier with fractions than adding and subtracting, so we're going to start there. And for now, what is a fraction at its basic level? A fraction, fractions are a way of representing a division problem. So the way we divide, we would do 1 divided by 2. Okay, I put that in my calculator on the side. I'll get 0.5. The other way to do it is to say 1 divided by 2 by saying 1 over 2. 1 divided by 2 is just a mathematical method of representing that as a part of a whole. There are 1 parts out of every 2. If there are 2 parts, I only have 1 of them. So in this case, if I'm doing 1 divided by 4, that means I have 1 part out of 4. 1 out of 4, 1 over 4, 1/4. If I have 3 divided by 5, I can also represent that by saying 3 parts out of every 5. Because if I divide 3 by 5, I will have 3 parts out of that 5, 3 out of 5. If I have 7 divided by 8, that means I will have 7 parts out of 8. 7 over 8 is 7/8. If I have 11 divided by 12, it means I'll have 11 parts out of 12. 11 divided by 12, 11 over 12 is 11/12. So now, let's try to visualize this a little bit. Here, I have circles. I like using circles because I think people get things very easily with circles. When working with whole numbers, let's say if I have 1/2 of 1, the most basic problem you can have. If I have 1/2 of 1, that means I have half of this. I have 1 part out of 2. 1 part out of 2. If I have 1/4 of 1, that means, okay, if I have this whole, I have 1, I'm going to divide it into 4 pieces. I have 1 of those 4 pieces. That's 1/4 of 1 is 1/4. The same can be said for any of our fractions. If I have, let's say, this 3 divided by 5, and I split that into 5 pieces. So I have, this 5 is really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not quite even, but you get the point. If I have 3 divided by 5, that means I have all this divided by 5, and then I have 3 of them. So I have 1, 2, 3 over 5 right there. Okay? For the next video, we're going to do multiplying fractions and how to do it. This is just an intro to what is a fraction and how we can think about it. Okay? Have a good one.